My name is Ignacio. As you can notice, easily notice, I'm not British. I'm part of the Caterpillar Northern Europe team and covering UK, Ireland, and the Scandinavian countries. My role is system application and basically helping customer to be more efficient on their activities. Spent most of my career in the technology team. And as you can imagine, part of my tooling kit is all this innovation and technologies. And that's one of the reasons why I'm here, because what we're going to talk here in this presentation is how we can help, or how we are helping our partners or our family of the Finning team and SciTech to drive efficiencies through product development for them to help you, to help customers to be more efficient through services and through different solutions. And I encourage you to visit the stands of the SciTech and the Finning team, because they really have a really nice tooling that it can help you in your bottom lines. So what would you think if I tell you that, and the way that you have to read this graph is customer A, customer B, C, and D, they are here today. And what would you think if I say that customer C, it has, and I took this data from our telematics portal or our data warehouse. What would you think if I say that customer C has 164 transmission abuse warning, or 79 engine overspeed warnings, or you can read the other. If we talk about idle time, it's 40% idle time, and obviously the same for fuel consumption or fuel burning idle. And total machine per hour, total fuel and total idle and total fuel, 64 and 353. That's from the month of October. Would you think that we have a problem? Probably. Some people can think that has a problem. But I see more that we have an opportunity there to improve, right? Because some of the warning that you can see from the machine, it tells you that you can avoid some of the issues by training operators or by predicting failures. That is really adding cost to your bottom line. And some others, like the fuel and the hours in idle, it can increase your productivity a lot. Okay, just want to bring your attention. Those are the information or the data that are coming from the machines, and all that we have to do is listen to the machines. Sometimes we go into the details, but we try to, or we don't pay attention to the basic or to the high level. What we'll discuss today is, the way I organize this presentation is what machines are telling me right now from the reporting capabilities. Nowadays, all manufacturers, they have telematics devices reporting more and more data to their telematics portal. But we need to understand what the machines are telling me and listen to them. Also, we'll speak a little bit about what is it today, or what Caterpillar is doing today on our machine, on our development to help on the efficiencies, and what is going to happen tomorrow. I mean, we really have an aggressive plan to introduce more and more innovation and more technology. And I just want to give you a flavor of a few machine models and what we are planning, what we are preparing from in our machines as a manufacturer. So at the end, all this is just try to help you to save money. What my machines are telling me today? What are the typical opportunities to improve? Obviously, a big portion is reduce idle time, reduce idle fuel. People, sometimes they don't look into the basic stuff. And again, I'm going to show you a few examples. How can we help, or how can we use this data to help customers? Another typical opportunity, identify refueling or real fuel consumption versus the refilling history, we have some tools that can alert you when there's a discrepancy between the real fuel consumption and the level of the fuel in the machine. Manage the overall deploys of assets. I mean, this is also important to know how your assets are being operated, where are they located, are they idling so much, how they are performing. And identify machine abuse. And I wouldn't call it more than machine abuse, is more an opportunity to improve and to deliver training for the operator. So what you can see on these slides is, the first one is some tools that we have in our telematics portal to determine when there's any abuse on the fuel. So we have tools to determine when between the engine off and the next engine on, if there's any difference between the fuel level and the fuel consumption. If you look into this graph, that's telling me for my fleet of articulated trucks, during the day, and green means working and orange means idle, how my machine has been utilized. So why the first one, the red bubbles, why this machine has been idling so much early in the shift, or why this other one has been idling really late in the shift, okay, or at the end of the shift. In here, you can see different operators induce events. So obviously, here we can have an opportunity, or easy detect an opportunity to train the operator or the drivers. Another way to see the information that are coming from the machine, and not only for us, for Caterpillar and for Finning, but also for customers. In this graph, you can see the activities, the number of machines in mining trucks and shovels in the UK and Ireland, hours and number of units. So you can use the trending to determine, or we can use the trending to determine to get stocks in our inventory, or the dealer can get a stock in machines to see when the activity is trending up. Or for the customer, they can use this trending to determine when they need more resources for the business, or maybe when they need more operators. Or there's other trending that they could use to track the productivity. If the productivity is going up or is going down, it helps them to determine what is going on my business and if I need to take any corrective action. Let's talk about what we have today, and I'll give you some flavor with a couple of models. Let's talk about what we have and how we're helping our customer to be more efficient as a manufacturer. This is our 336 XE model. And this machine, it has a new concept of hybrid, and we are reducing the energy. We have a hydraulic, it brings hybrid swinging system, which is gathering from the brake energy when it's swinging and accumulating in this energy in accumulators, and is using it to speed up on the swinging again when it's going to accelerate again. So also, this machine has new pumps, electronically controlled, which is also determining which hydraulic or hydric energy pump it has to use, the engine or the accumulator. But also we provide some adaptive control system, main valve, which is also controlling and all the restrictions and the flow on the hydraulic, and providing the customer a better and a smooth operation. Keep in mind also that we are bringing machines with more and more technology integration. We have these excavators or these shovels with category control standard, and category control is a system that helps to level and to make for the operator, to make the operation easy to use for the operator. Also, we are bringing a weighing system on our excavators from 336 and up. So it's not only a weighing system, but we also try to provide you the tools to determine how much time the machine has been digging, how much time a machine has been swinging, in order for our dealers and for our partners to provide better services and better solutions. If we talk about our medium wheel loaders, we already had a really good product with the M series. But when we talk about the XC series, we added a new transmission, continuous variable transmission, which is helping into the reducing the fuel consumption, and we deliver more fuel efficiency compared to our K series. It's 25% more fuel efficiency and 35% more fuel efficiency compared to our H series. How we achieve all this improvement, we eliminate the torque converter losses, we reduce the engine speeds, and also we simplify the operation for the drivers with better grading holding capabilities and new pedals where the right pedal is just dedicated for the travel and the left pedal is just dedicated for modulating the power, although everything is controlled automatically by the electronics. And shiftless shifting, which is also providing a lot of gain because you're not losing momentum when you need to attack the pile when you are on a ramp. Also, it's important to mention that we have a strategy on all our wheel loaders to introduce a standard, our weighting system. And again, our weighting system that is called CPM is not only a payload system, it's also providing you the richer data for the back office tools to analyze where are my pain points and where I can improve. What is happening today on the safety space? Right now, on big machines, we have standards and scalable solutions to detect when there's an object around. So we have object detection. It is true that it's not certified yet for Europe, but we are working hardly to have a new radar certified for Europe. And there's more information on our website, safety.cat.com. What is happening today on the connector side? I encourage you to visit the stands of Cytec and Finning, but we have really aggressive plans to connect our machine through our new telematic strategy, and we try to provide you all the information from the machine on a better way and help you to be more efficient. I just wanted to make you aware as well that Finning has a program that is called Finning Fuel Promise. And the intent of this program, it's not complicated, it's easy. I mean, we try to guarantee for customer a level of fuel consumption. The intent of this program is to kill our reputation of thirsty machines. I mean, the idea is that we, understanding the application, can provide you a figure, and this is what you, Mr. Customer, this is the figure or the liters that you're going to consume per hour. But also, if the machine is not performing as stated, we can provide you collaborative services or collaborative tracking services to understand better why this machine is not performing as we stated, and we can work with you to help you to reduce your fuel consumption. And obviously, we are pushing the industry to meet the carbon footprint standards that some of the customers they are committed with. Now, what will happen tomorrow? In 2008, when we we were impacted by all this recession, we had clear that we have to invest more in technology, but we were really locking all our fundings and efforts to meet the emission regulation with our Tier 4 engines or Stage 4 engines. After that, and when we deployed this program, we identified that the big improvement, or where we need to focus all our resources, is to provide more technologies and more innovation coming from factory and integrated. That's why we created a new technology-enabled solution, and the idea is to provide more integration and provide you more data for Finning and SciTech to help customers with their solutions and with their services. And this is just to give you a flavor of what we have ready. What we are planning is we have some projects helping with operator assist or operator coaching. So we will have on the machine some coaching for the operator, telling them if it's been efficient or not, and reacting immediately to their inefficiencies. For instance, if we are on a wheel loader, we can tell them if it's spending too much on the face, or we can tell them if the truck is positioning too far from the loader. Those are the type of project that we are working on, and it's also try to help our dealers and our partners. Also to mention that we have an aggressive plan to provide remote and diagnostic and repairs with the new telematics strategy that we have. We'll be able to remote diagnose and repair from the back office. Also, we have some plans on the two-way communication. And the first machine or the first project that you will see with two-way communication can be the compactor. When you see that a compactor is coming from or is passing one layer, and then it has to inform the other compactor when it doesn't have to pass again, because over-compacting can be even worse than low compaction. Further predictive repair and maintenance. I don't know if you're aware, but we signed an agreement with Uptake, and the intent is that we're going to gather we are collecting already all the machine population worldwide, and through doing a predictive analysis, we'll try to help customers to anticipate for big failures, which is a big saving into the bottom lines. And also I would like to mention that we have aggressive plans to provide you better tools on the productivity space. We're going to launch quickly a tool which is called Advanced Productivity, which will provide what Finning is providing right now with their solution, but more for customers that they want to do it themselves. And for instance, that you will have the capabilities to go to the detail level. If you have a wheel loader, you have the capability to determine how many times you were spending on the face, how many distance you were traveling loaded, or how many distance you were traveling empty, which also help you to determine where are your inefficiencies. Again, I started this presentation saying that customer A, B, C, and D could be here. It is not true, obviously, that is any of the customer that is here. I just took the data from our data warehouse on different quarries, but it's real data. And there are a lot of opportunities for improvement at the higher level and on the basic stuff. Now, if you're going to go to the detail, really I encourage you to talk to Finning and SciTech, because they can nail down into the really detailed information to reduce your inefficiencies. Remember what we discussed today, what my machines are telling me. It is important that you listen your machines. And I used to say in my presentation that technology by itself doesn't mean anything. You need resources to interpret the data. And if you don't dedicate resources to read what the machines are saying, then probably you're going to have more difficulties. But we are trying to help you to provide more and more and richer data. I've been trying to give you a flavor of what Caterpillar has today, and also what we are planning to do tomorrow. But at the end is how can we help you to save money on your project and on your day-to-day activities. Thank you very much. If there any question, just let me know. I'll stay around during the day. So feel free to ask me. I encourage you to visit their stand. Thank you.